If you've ever managed a project, you've definitely seen a risk log. And you've probably seen risks that are so vague, they're pretty much useless. Today, we're going to fix that. We're going to walk through a really simple framework that turns those fuzzy, unhelpful statements into sharp, actionable insights that can actually save your project. So, let's dive in.
Ah, here it is, a classic. Come on, you've probably even written something just like this yourself. Weather is unpredictable. It sounds like a risk, it feels like a risk, but if you're the project manager, what are you actually supposed to do with this information?
So let's ask that question directly. What's really wrong with this? Why is a statement like this so completely unhelpful when you're in the middle of a real project? The answer, it turns out, gets right to the heart of what good risk management is all about.
Well, for starters, a statement like weather is unpredictable is just totally ambiguous. And that ambiguity, it just creates chaos. It doesn't tell us why it's a risk or what the specific consequences might be. I mean, are we worried about a light shower or a full-blown hurricane? Without that clarity, your team has no idea what action to take, if they take any action at all. It just leads to total confusion.
Okay, so how do we fix this? We need a better way to talk about risk, a kind of shared language that everyone on the project can understand instantly. And the solution is a technique called risk metalanguage. Don't let the fancy name fool you. It's a super simple, structured way to write risk statements that are clear, accurate, and genuinely useful.
And you know what? The framework itself is beautifully simple. It just breaks every single risk statement down into three essential parts: the cause, the event, and the impact. That's it. Seriously. Once you get these three pieces down, I promise you will never write a vague risk statement ever again.
All right, let's break it down. First up, the cause. This is the absolute foundation of our risk statement. It's not about some fuzzy future thing, it's about a condition that exists right now.
The most important thing to get here is that a cause is a present tense fact. It's a reality we are currently dealing with that basically sets the stage for a potential risk. You can think of it as the given in our risk equation. It's our starting point.
So instead of that vague, unpredictable weather, we get specific. The existing condition, the cause, could be a forecast for bad weather, or, and this is a key point, it could even be good weather. Because remember, risks can be positive opportunities too. For this example though, let's stick with bad weather for now.
Okay, so once we have our cause locked in, we can move on to the second part, the event. This is where we start looking into the future and ask, okay, based on this existing cause, what could potentially happen?
The event is that uncertain thing that might happen because of the cause. It's the critical link between what's happening now and what might happen to our project down the road. And just look at how clear this makes everything. If the cause is bad weather, then a potential event is rain. If the cause is good weather, a potential event is sunshine. You see that direct logical link? We're building a really clear chain of logic here. No more guesswork. And that brings us to the final, and I'd argue the most important piece of the entire puzzle, the impact. This is the so what of risk management. This is what makes people pay attention.
The impact is the consequence, plain and simple. It explains why this particular event matters to our project. It connects that potential event directly to our project's goals. Things like the schedule, the budget, or the quality. Without the impact, a risk is just an interesting observation. It's not actionable.
And you can see exactly how this plays out. If the event is rain, the impact on our project might be a delay in external work that causes schedules to slip. But hey, remember our good weather cause? Well, if the event is sunshine, the impact could actually be positive. Maybe the team can work longer hours and get ahead of schedule. See, the impact is what gives the risk its real meaning.
Okay, so we've got our three parts: cause, event, and impact. Now for the fun part. Let's go back to that original terrible risk statement and give it a complete makeover using this powerful new framework.
And just look at that transformation. We go from the useless weather is unpredictable to the crystal clear, due to the potential for bad weather, that's our cause, rain, our event, may occur, which will delay external work and cause schedule slips, our impact. Now that is a risk statement a project manager can actually do something with. It's specific, it's clear, and it is totally actionable.
So, let's just do a super quick recap of these three building blocks. The cause is the situation that exists right now. The event is what could happen because of that cause, and the impact is why that event actually matters to your project. Honestly, you can think of this as your new cheat sheet for writing perfect risk statements every single time.
But the real power of this whole framework isn't just knowing it, it's actually using it. So here's a little challenge for you. Go find one of those vague, annoying risks on your own project log right now. Rewrite it using cause, event, and impact. I guarantee you'll see that risk in a whole new, much clearer light.